Hey guys, it's Austin with Disizit Studios, and today, instead of magic, I will actually be teaching you some origami. Well, actually, kairigami. This is a bit big. I'm not sure how much you guys can see, but it's a box that you can basically fold infinitely, and it's called a Yoshimoto Cube. And this is what we will be making today. Now, for best results, I recommend a nice sheet of paper. Regular size printer paper will work. You can just cut it into strips and make squares. But I used a sheet of paper and made it a square. And then smaller squares. Now, to make this, I'm going to actually have to cut out a couple more strips. So, all I did was line the ruler up and use a box cutter right along that. Cut off these two sets, and then right at the end you got a piece like that. You just want to cut that off. You can make the cubes other ways, but this I find best results this way. And then I put strips through my cubes to connect them instead of just tape. But I did put tape on that other one too. So it's just 6 squares across, and you just want to put that together. And then you can turn this one sideways and cut a few off. Now, I'm only cutting up one sheet of paper here, but you're going to need several. I think I used 4 for one Yoshimoto Cube, but that big one used a lot more than 4 sheets of paper. And it was also bigger sheets of paper. So I'm going to put my strips off to the side and get rid of this. Before doing this tutorial, I prepared some cubes. Okay, now we just need 3 strips for this next part, so you want to bend one end piece down so it's straighter. You want to take another and bend at 3 so it's folded in half, and then go to the other side and bend at 2 so it's got that one isolated square in the middle that is lower, or whatever you want to say. And you want to slide that in here under this piece and fold it together. Don't try not to bend all this stuff. And then you just want to fold each of these individually to get a nice crease on them. And then wrap it around this end right here, and then the other end goes over that up in front here. And then you want to take this and fold it through in the middle of these. And if it doesn't work, you gotta pull it out a little, make sure that crease is there. And then close that. You want to pull these up so they bend. put that piece down, and then slide this piece over in right here. And you got a cube. If you did it right, it should actually be very nice and sturdy. Now I'm gonna get the rest of my cubes. Here I have 6 other cubes, and I already put together these two. This is what we're gonna do. I have a strip connecting them, going along here. So I want to get another strip. And feed it through. There's more triangular opening. I have to turn off this the way that tube has made. And that's more just come. There's actually right in there staying there, so I decided that's super cool. And I think I got it. Yep. I didn't hide that piece very well, but that's not bad. I'm actually kind of later. I'm connecting all these there. And piece up. Oh. Nice. You guys need that help? No. If that doesn't work, you can always just tear a little bit off the side, please. Try not to go too far over this, because this piece will be shown. As long as you can get it through like that, that's good. And you'll have it like this. Take another cube and feed it through, and make sure that the crease is in place, and finish it off right here. And that's how you do it. So I'm gonna do these last 2 sets and pick it up from there. Okay, so I am back, and I connected all of these like this. Now you want to take 2 of them. I'll take these 2 and just set them up like this. So the piece that connects them is on the bottom, and then these 2, you put them both sideways facing out, right in the middle here, and that's how they'll be that's how they'll look at the end. But first you need to take one of these and a strip, and feed the strip through the top. Like I said before, it doesn't work enough. Turn it around and pull all the way through, and feed it through here. You can make it as big as you want. Like mine I made really big. Well, I can take it off harder. I'm sure it's 6 squares long. And this is what I was afraid of when making this tutorial, is that it'd be really hard to thread these through. Now, that's what it should look like, and you need to take another strip. I'll take a different one. That one feels like it's a bit too big. And then you'll feed it through the back here, just like this, and keep going. Fold it over and feed it up through here. And bend that down. That's what it looks like. You can take these 2, put them off to the side, do this, and do the same thing to this one, and I'll be back. Okay, I finished those. Now you want to take one of these, and this might be kind of hard, but you actually want to feed it through. That was actually a lot easier than I figured it'd be. And then finish the strip off by inserting it here. So now it looks like this. And then you can take the other one and feed it through on the other side. Make sure that the bend is on the outside, or this will not work when you're finished and you'll have to take it apart. Or make a new one. And then you do that. Now, some of these squares might actually try coming apart, so when you're done, you can tape them. But you don't want to accidentally tape them, or you don't want to tape them now and accidentally tape what you actually need to feed these strips through. Now, this is where it gets really tough. You actually need to feed these strips through, and I have found it easier to feed one through and be able to pull it out the other side, and then start feeding the other one through. So I would highly suggest that, and then pull them completely, and then right now it'll be able to fold like this. You want to make sure that those are completely pulled, and then you want to fold these up and pull these out and flip that there, so you can now finish the strips off easily. And feed them in, if it'll go in. Now, I didn't actually go get any of my other Yoshimoto cubes that I've made, except for the one I showed you at the beginning of the video. But I have made about 10 of them since this past April. And now you have a cube that instantly, or infinitely folds. Now at one point you might actually have to tape some spots. I'd highly recommend taping places that are just starting to open up, but if it's not going to start opening up, just tape where it folds to make sure that stays together, because if you fold it enough it will actually break apart. Now this, I used a regular size sheet of paper and made squares with it. Now you can compare it to the one I used at the beginning. As you can see, it's a bit big. I don't think you can even see the whole thing. Nope. As you can see, that this cube is smaller than one cube on my Yoshimoto cube. This whole 8 cubes, when it's folded together into a cube. Now when you set it down, I would recommend pulling it out like this and setting it down like that. So if it's like this and it actually closes and stays closed like that, you can actually have this open up and it'll actually rip the paper that's holding it together. Thanks for watching. Any suggestions for different origami tutorials and well, basically any sort of video you would like me to make, email me at disizitstudios@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.